Right, if you'll all sit down, we can get things started.
Who put her in charge?
Only one who thinks she's important herself.
Oh.
Shouldn't you be doing all this?
If it was up to me, we wouldn't even be here.
Do you mind telling us exactly what I'm doing here?
You're sitting next to me and looking intimidating. Nobody's going to start sneaking up on me with you there.
Has it ever occurred to you you're better off knowing who the real villains are? It's the ones who haven't been found out yet you need to worry about.
Yeah.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, I was just saying...
Well, I think it's a good point, actually.
Yes.
So we can all relax then, can we? As long as we know, it's all right, is it?
Exactly.
Excuse me, am I on trial here as well?
Nobody's on trial.
Is that what you think?
You can denote about stuff you don't know. But we do know this fella's a rapist. In fact, it's not open to debate. Only question for us is, what we're going to do about it.
Which is why we're here, so if you kindly give order and put your questions through the chair, thank you.
We've all seen what can happen when there are men in a community who like to frighten women. And some of us have been there before and we just don't want to go there again. Yeah, there's no way you blokes are going to see it the same as us.
Yeah, I agree.
One at a time, please.
I've got a question.
And we all know where this is leading.
Scott.
What are you going to do? Well, somebody's got a plan, surely.
We might not have one now, but we'll have one before we're finished.
That's right, Jarvis.
Bottom line is, the majority, and I emphasise the word majority, want this Frank Burnett out of this village!
The majority isn't always right, thankfully. That fact, and I emphasise the word fact, is illustrated by us having got rid of the death penalty and making laws that protect people from vigilantism. You'll be going out and attacking paediatricians next.
Give over,
Order, order! We've agreed we don't want him in this village. We just don't know how to get rid of him. And don't look at me like that, Ashley. You don't have a teenage daughter.
Can I ask you a question, Ashley? Are you being a vicar now, or a villager?
What's that got to do with anything?
Yeah, that's a really good question, Jarvis. We're the people you live with, Ashley. We are your flock. What about our feelings? Never mind him.
What's happening to everybody? Listen to yourself.
We don't need a lecture. We need to do something.
Victoria can't even play in the back garden.
The bloke's not after kids. It's just stupid.
Well, that's not the point, though, is it? You're conscious of it all the time.
Yeah, well, you don't have to be.
He's got to live somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere else.
Oh, not in my backyard. Now, where have we heard that before? And where do Len and Pearl fit into all this getting rid of people?
Well, if it wasn't for her, this pervert wouldn't be here now.
There is no reasoning with you lot.
You can debate all you want. But at the end of it, he's still there. Putting his feet up with a can of lager watching telly while we're here, messing about. So who's winning? Because it ain't us, is it?
Why aren't Len and Pearl there anyway?
Because of no argument.
Neither is anyone else. We're just going round and round in circles, man.
We're entitled to tell them what we think. It's not as if they don't know we've got a meeting.
That's like the Lions wondering why the Christians don't look so keen on joining in. Please, everybody, just think for a minute.
Oh, this is a waste of time. Look, if they haven't got the decency to come out and speak to us, then we'll just go and speak to them.
Yes.
It's not as if we don't know where they live, is it?
Right.
No, wait a minute, wait a minute. Just a minute. Everybody, just calm down.
What's all the racket about?
There's people coming up the street.
Here we go.
What do you mean, here we go?
Well, it's been coming, hasn't it? This'll be all of your friends dropping by for a brew.
I don't want people coming in here looking for a row, Leonard. We don't have to put up with that.
Come on! Don't pretend you're not in.
I'll go.
This is a disgrace! Just go home and grow up, the lot of you!
You stop where you are.
Oh, here you go. Here's one of them. Why don't you bring your mate out with you?
Who's responsible for that?
We thought we might remind you that we're supposed to be having a meeting.
Oh, so that's how you do it, is it?
Hey, I only knocked.
Who did it? What the hell's going on? Do you not realise Diane's poorly in there? She's trying to get some sleep.
There's only one person who caused all of this, and he's in there.
Len, I'm really sorry about this. Look at yourselves! You call yourselves civilised people?
We do. And there's no place around here for any other kind. Someone's going to have to be done, Len. Folks don't want to be looking over their shoulder every time they go out.
If anybody here, anybody, Jarvis, I expected better of you.
Oh, here he is.
Get back in!
All right, that's enough! Pearl, I suggest you and Frank go back inside. And if there's even a trace of a so-called human being on this street 5 minutes from now, you call the police. Go on.
If she doesn't, I will.
And as for you lot, look at you. How far are you prepared to go, eh? You, Jarvis, Sid, Viv, any of you. I wonder if you'll feel ashamed of yourselves when you wake up tomorrow morning. I hope so, but I'm not too sure. And that's what frightens me. What you're capable of, not Frank.
You trying to make us feel as guilty as him isn't going to change anything, is it?
Do you honestly think you've done nothing wrong?
Oh, you won't be saying that when he's following you back home one night, will you?
Shut up, Viv. Nobody wants to hear that.
Yeah, they might not want to, but they need to hear it, whether they like it or not.
That 5 minutes is now 4 minutes.
It's not over, this.
All right, let's call it 3 minutes. And that's not me being a professional vicar. That's me trying to be an ordinary, decent man, for what it's worth. I hope you sleep well.